I think we're fine. I'll check it afterwards. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 80. We're going to talk about hiking and breath work. And before we do that, we will drink some kava and then have the Kava-sation of that topic. But first and foremost, Quinn and the pineapple here.
You can share your good vibe story.
And we share a good vibe story.
There it goes. There it goes.
Yes. So on top of my mind, a good vibe story is that, my sister had there was some good news with both sisters this evening.
Which one?
Both of them. So both of my younger sisters. So one of them has been taking a test to get the official license to be a therapist. She's been studying her butt off, her and her fiance. They both passed. So it was official, no more studying. So there was that celebration. Another good vibe story is that my sister kind of had a callback on a film project that she will be the film editor. And now they're negotiating prices. Hey.
It is win-wins.
And on top of that, my dad's siblings from Vietnam has been over here for a couple of weeks now, probably like a month. And we got to celebrate his birthday early because they wanted to celebrate his birthday early before they leave tomorrow. They leave to Vietnam within the next week or so. Yeah. So
where are they staying?
They're staying with the other aunt that's in San Jose.
Gotcha. Who's the one that's here? That's your mom's sister.
That's my mom's side. Yeah.
Yes.
This is my dad's side. Yeah. So we got to do kind of like a pre-happy birthday with the liveliness of all the relatives.
Yeah. There was a few of them. There was like 3.
There's 2, and then there's a close friend that's basically like family. And I even met this woman when I went to Vietnam like years ago. So long time friend and family friend,
And they all came from Vietnam.
Yes, 3 of them came from Vietnam. Actually, one of them is from France.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. And then 2 of them, obviously, my aunt and uncle from San Jose. So 5, and then my uncle, of course, my dad picked up my uncle. And there's my dad and my mom. So those are the 8 adults.
You mean?
Yeah. And then we are the kids.
Yeah, they always say that. I've noticed that.
Yeah, that's just how it is. The older generation, younger. I mean, we're always going to be kids to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
Family time. That's my good vibe story. Just kind of like appreciating family time and just like feeling the wins of everybody and just being together. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. What about yours? What is your good vibe story for today?
1 second.
Okay, 1 second. Oh yeah, the good vibe story. I see it. I see what he's holding. For sure, good vibes today. So, what do you have there?
So, I'm not. I'll just say it. I prefer not to have any gifts, right?
Yes, hard time receiving on top of that.
It's not about a tough time receiving.
Yeah, no.
I just don't prefer to receive.
You just really withdraw from it.
So there's a lady friend we have.
Yes.
Her name is Katie Lynn.
Shout out to her.
And yeah, shout out to Katie Lynn. She is a mixologist. So she does tea lounges at Ecstatic Dance, which Ecstatic Dance, in short, is events where individuals go to and they dance.
Yeah,
right?
sober dancing.
Sober. With no touching.
Free dancing, solo.
No talking. And no alcohol. See? Where you speak and converse is outside of the dance area, which is where they have the tea lounge. And so this tea lounge, our lady friend, Katie Lynn, she has her tea lounge and she serves up tea. She shares her good vibes. But at the same time, in the past few months, she has been sharing our kava, our full strength kava, which is powerful, right? And so she messaged earlier this week and said she has the Ecstatic dance event coming up this Friday, but she also wanted to give me and Quinn a gift. So I stopped by where she works, which is Ashabat, and she gave me this bag.
Yeah. Which is a bag.
Not this one. Not this one.
Oh, but a different bag because I was like, that's my bag.
Yes. But in the bag,
so she reused it.
A tea thing.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's like a cork, like a cork.
Yeah, because I'm going to use this to brew our kava as well because I need a few containers.
Absolutely. So
and this is fucking hell tight. Like,
it's
this
so
is
cool.
Hella fucking
I've never
tight.
seen that.
It's a bigger version of the one that we have over there, right?
Yeah, but just like the top, it's just got, you see like small bottles using the cork top, kind of like the wine bottles kind of a thing, but it's in the picture. It's so cool.
And then
oh my god, I just love meaningful gifts like this,
She has a friend that's in Grass Valley. We're over here in Sacramento, California, the capital of the state. It's not LA. It's not Hollywood. It's Sacramento.
I'm always like afraid it's gonna spill
and
or something.
Sacramento, she has a friend in Grass Valley, which is in the foothills. It's not too far. It's probably about 30 minutes, 45 minutes from Lake Tahoe. And she gave us this honey that is infused with kava from Hawaii.
Oh!
She mentioned. Let me smell it.
Yeah, let's smell it. I want to smell it. Oh, yeah, you can smell the kava.
Can you?
Oh, yeah, I could smell the kava. Whoo, it's strong. It's strong. But you smell both the honey, but I feel like there's so much kava in there, like the honey is also infused in there.
So this honey infused with kava. And then she gave us these cups.
Tea set.
This tea set that her friend custom makes.
Oh my god.
And sells as well.
So beautiful.
Yeah, look at this.
I love it.
I'll tell you.
Also, we can do kava tastings with that,
$5.50, right? But it's handmade cups. This is hell tight.
It's so, I love stuff like this.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's locally, it's made and it's local and
yeah.
so unique. Not one is the same,
That's what's great about it. It's handmade. Like there's actual energy, actual good vibes that went into making this, right? And what's wonderful about it is that she gave us all of these.
I mean,
look at this.
Yeah, just
so there's 8 pieces that I have here, and at the same time, what way to in this little cute basket? What better way to accept good vibes than to share the good vibes?
Right.
And so one of the coffee shops that I love, and we are at often, it's Naked Coffee on Broadway. We gifted some cups as well. Had a lady friend of ours who was a barista named Katie.
Another Katie.
Yeah. Another Katie,
Katie
to pick out a few cups. At first she was shy. She only took 2. And I was like, hey, take a few more. She looked and she's like, oh, I'll take these 2. And so she took 4 total. And so
2 of the big ones, 2 of the small ones, which is
2 of the big
great.
ones,
Yeah.
2 of the small ones.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's even a little carving right there that looks like a tree. Branches of trees.
It's fucking legit.
Oh, this one has a little design. I don't know. Yeah, it's just I took ceramics when I was in high school, so it's just like I know the process.
Yes, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool, especially when you make it and then you fire it, like you.
Yeah, and you glaze it, and there's the glaze, and then the gloss.
And it's all up in it as well. Like it's hell tight.
Yeah, so those are the good.
This is something I would use.
Yeah, no,
I would literally use this because
it makes me want to use it.
Someone had invested time into it.
Yeah.
So that is the good vibes. Receiving good vibes and then sharing the good vibes. And actually going to be using this tonight.
Okay.
Because we have yerba mate and peppermint kava brewing as we speak.
Cool.
As we speak. So, Quinn, do you know what time it is?
It is kava drinking time.
Yes. It is kava time.
Yes.
Kava. And so,
what do we have here today?
I had there was a person that had messaged on our Etsy page about let me show you.
Today?
Yesterday. So they had asked, and we got another order today.
We did? How come we didn't see that?
So they asked, "Hi, what are the ingredients for this? is there actual kava in it? Because, when people say there's kava on products online or whatnot, I believe people get products that don't actually have kava in it. Or it's an extract, or it's infused, right? Or something. Or it's not really that much in it. So, is there actual kava in it? Is it an extract or the actual kava beverage?
Oh, yeah.
I see no ingredients. Not a chai or green tea van. I want kava as traditionally and plain as possible, but I'm open to have it be fruit flavored. So I have messaged back. The Kava Shots has the traditional taste, but one shot is equivalent to about 5 shells. It's concentrated and it's only kava from Tonga, which is Vava'u, and filtered water, 2 ingredients. It's strong and you feel the effects immediately. The blends have the kava from Tonga, Vava'u, V-A-V-A, apostrophe, U, the tea, honey, and filtered water. 4 ingredients. And the effects are also felt pretty immediate. So, again,
you need to go back and maybe some of the ingredients are not listed, just so they know.
I'm not worried about one person.
I'm just saying,
forget it.
Why don't we just list ingredients? What's the big deal?
If you want to, you want to.
Yeah.
Right? But
people like to know what's in it, not just.
Did they purchase? No. Bye.
It's okay. Well, they didn't respond back. That was your last message to them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's all good.
I don't waste my time.
No need to,
No, it's you. You said something. I'm like.
No, I just said let's add the ingredients on there. That's all.
Okay.
That's it.
You can do that if you want. I'm not going to invest my energy.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. It's hella easy.
And did you message Jolene?
No, I didn't.
Exactly.
You didn't remind me.
Okay.
Communication.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll message literally right now if you want me to.
Yes, please. So again, we have the shots.
Doing business as we're doing this.
We have the shots, and then today we're going to be drinking the blends. This is the yerba mate, the size, the big kahuna. We haven't listed it yet because I don't want to sell it at this moment in time. So right now we have the tahines, the 8-ounce bottles. This is the 16. This is the yerbs. This is the chai. And this is the peppermint. So, what would you like, Miss Cuckoo Quinn, for the win?
You have all 3 flavors? Is that what I misheard?
Yes, you can pick any of those 2, but not the yerbs. Because the yerbs is mine.
Oh, all yours. Yeah, I don't want the yerbs. Anyways. Because I love the chai, but you know what? Let's do peppermint so I can go to sleep. So peppermint is this one? No, that's CS. Peppermint is this one. Yeah? This must be it. I'll open it and I can smell it. Yes, this is the one. It's been a while since I did the peppermint, so I'll do the peppermint. Cheers.
I'm looking at this.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I already opened this, but I guess I didn't open this yet.
So it's not the refill? You're not refilling the drink?
Oh, well. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Oh my god, you probably miss what's it called? Misplaced, whatever. Oh, so refreshing. The peppermint's so good. You know what? And it is so great around holidays because people love peppermint. It's like those holiday things. But it makes me feel like holiday. Oh, it's so good. So refreshing. Cheers to that. All right. Is it time to move on? Any updates you want to share about Kava? Some exciting things. Do you want to talk about tomorrow or no? About what's going on in March? Yes, no? Oh, it hits him pretty
I'm taking my time to.
For me, it's just very mellow. So I'm able to just kind of carry on. You're like, I feel something. Let me take a moment and.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for me, now I feel it. What's cool about the peppermint, I can feel the peppermint traveling with the kava. And so, the refreshing, the mint It's like going up to my ears right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it has a different effect. And it's like making me feel refreshed.
Oh, like you took a shower.
Yeah. Whoa. I was very tired, like my eyes wanted to shut down. But now I'm like, oh, hello.
Yeah, it works. I feel it. I feel it.
Highly recommend you take this sober, by the way. I just want to I just feel like I need to say that.
Yeah, you'd be wasting it.
Because sometimes people are already on something, whatever it is that you're on, a stimulant or whatever, and then you do this. So then you might be confused of why you don't feel anything, or you're like, like drink this sober.
Yes.
So you can really feel it, because it's there. It's like not too mellow, but also it's not too strong with these mixes. It's just like it's right there. You will feel something if you take this sober.
Oh, baby.
And this could help. I mean, I'm just saying this could help you maybe not need some of the other things that you prefer not to take anymore. Just saying.
How was Jessica?
She's good. She messaged me. She said she said it is helping her out a lot.
Was this today?
Yeah, this is today. It's going good. I feel like it's helping a lot with exclamation points.
Yes. Yeah. And this is a Quinn's sister-in-law. She, unfortunately, but it happens. This is life.
So this all over the world.
It's raw and it happens everywhere. She attempted to transition. See, I like that word way better.
Yeah, people have different terms of how they.
She attempted to transition and she was unsuccessful. And just thinking of anyone who is in that space, it's very, it's sad,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's a little dark,
mm-hmm.
And I don't have too many thoughts on it because it's none of my business. I don't know what people are going through. And I am a big believer in seeking to understand, hearing information first before even making a thought. I don't even want to think of any negativity when I hear someone is in pain and they're going through it, because that's what people do. They pile on. And I'm not a piler. I'm a lifter. And what really helps to contribute to those vibes is this wonderful beverage. We're going to call it an herbal vibe.
It's herbal vibe. Ooh. It's a herbal remedy.
No remedy.
It's
they say herbal
natural relaxer.
This is the herbal vibe.
It is yeah. Anywho, is there any other updates you would like to give about Kava before we go into the Kava-sation? Like, do you want to talk about March? March. You mentioned there's a something happening in Sacramento. I don't know if you want to talk about it. Oh, April.
That's too far away.
Oh.
Too far away.
I was thinking that it was in March.
Too far away. I don't like to speak of things.
But just what we learned, like, oh, that's going on?
How about this? Aesthetic Dance is this Friday. Met up with Katie Lynn earlier today, and they're looking to. She had mentioned that they had asked her if she could provide a Kava tea, and she hadn't given them an answer. And I gave her 3 bottles today to give it a shot. Yerba,
yeah,
chai,
yes. Oh my god. Yep.
And peppermint.
Yes.
Because it's already ready.
Yes, we already have that Kava tea.
And this place, Asha Bath, is probably, in my opinion, the number one go-to, not spa, but
it is it's the bathhouse. It's a bathhouse.
Bathhouse.
It's the only that I'm aware of.
It is the number one bathhouse
here
in Sacramento.
Yeah.
And we may have an opportunity to be able to share our herbal vibes in that facility which is fucking amazing.
I'm telling you, like I would love to go into that type of community, the yogi, the self-care, the spiritual, the awareness community.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And I mentioned to her, we will go 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will go 50-50. Me, us and her. And she was like, hell yes. And so
So exciting.
yeah, absolutely. And then I'm starting tonight, but preparing to make 30 to 50 bottles for a static dance on Friday. Because we're not only going to provide that, because each bottle is going to be $4, 3 for $10. And then we're going to have the shots as well, right?
Yes.
But actually not giving people shots, but actually in our shot bottles. And providing those for $5, maybe $4, maybe not $3. I'm going to do $3. I don't
$3 per shot?
Yeah. I don't like charging people hella much. I really don't,
Yeah, but they'll see. She's I don't know if she offered those prices too, but because she's been there for so long, she knows that people will pay.
Yeah,
like, she knows the value of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And people will pay to feel that good.
Damn,
Kava, they will pay for it.
Yeah,
it's like a sober bar. I love it. Oh my god, it's like a sober bar. What? Does anyone have called that a sober bar? Anyways.
Oh man,
it's very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't even
coursing through these.
Yeah,
days.
I don't even need to drink that much to feel something, which is great. But anyway, yeah, that's an awesome news, and we just heard that today.
Yes,
it's in the works. Yes. It's in the works. So yeah, things are developing.
And do you know what time it is, Quinn?
It is.
Do you know what time it is, Quinn?
Yes, I do.
What time is it, Quinn?
It is
Kava-sation time.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Love rubbing your
Ooh.
All right, so
that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody's doing this. Like I'm on the islands. Pick your choice. Whether it's the Spanish islands, whether it's in the Caribbean, whether it's in the Pacific Islands, but it feels like a warm breeze that is somebody doing this. Or somebody that you find very attractive and they are walking up to you and they made eye contact. And you're getting closer. And you don't want to look away. You kind of want to look away, but you continue to.
Wow.
To get closer. And then it feels like they're doing this. Hey.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Instead of like, getting shook, and you just go and you embrace it.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Oh my God, I feel like the peppermint kava is like cooling my face.
I bet.
It's interesting.
They have different effects with each tea,
one,
right?
And I feel like that's what we need to start really honing into. Like each one is a different experience.
Yeah,
which one you
Quinn
want to go.
is very, very busy. You see, she has all these thoughts here, but as soon as she leaves here, she's all over the place.
No, I have something else to attend to.
Your ideas are nice.
Just keep that in mind when we record.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Nice coat, by the way.
Thanks.
You look very comfortable.
Yeah, this is the best. If I could have more colors of this, ideal.
Oh!
Just kidding. That would be too much.
Would it? Or would it just be just right?
Like maybe this in a different color. That's it. Just those two. Be fine.
2?
I don't need hella.
What's hella? 15?
Quality over quantity.
Oh, so maybe like 3 or 4.
Maybe different styles or something. But anyway, it's just so it's like thick. It's like a blanket that I get to wear, and it's so effing warm. Anyways, let's get into the Kava-sation. Hiking and breathwork. What inspired this topic?
Well, obviously, you're still pooped from yesterday, so
Yeah,
please share.
So yesterday for Love Day, we went hiking in the morning in
it was
Coloma.
that day.
It's Love Day. So Coloma, which is where the gold rush happened.
Think about it.
Yeah, you hear the history books and shit. Like, that's it, right? That's
the west of the United States was pushed on because of the gold rush. The gold rush. We were reading, and I remember this as a kid because in elementary,
you hear gold rush.
They were mentioning people were coming from around the world, Australia, China, Europe.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Africa, to come to California to dig for gold.
Wow.
And so that's where we were at yesterday, hiking, because a lady friend of ours, Lisa, she was super excited about it. She had brought it up.
Yeah.
And I'm down for damn near everything, especially if it's physical activity. I am down. If it's ice cream eating contest, I am down. Anything where it has sweets, down.
Oh yeah, especially
so that's where we went. That's where we went.
We explored, and then we found an actual trail.
Yes, because the first trail was just super flat.
Yeah, it was just you're basically taking a tour around the place, which is fine, right? But like a hike, we want a hike.
But you know what would have been hella cool? Like, it looked like nothing, right? But imagine if we had like a VR virtual world thing on our head, and it took us back to that time.
Would be some other level.
Right? It took us back to that time, and it showed us what it looked like.
That would be that is, I mean, I feel like that's every historian's dream. Like, yes, like let's really feel into what was going on. And then, our friend Lisa, she mentioned that when she went as a kid, there was more buildings. Like the town, there was more of the town that was still there.
Yes.
And that's so sad that some of it disappeared.
Well, budget cuts.
So they don't have the money to upkeep it or something, that it demolished or something. And then it's like, no, and then I don't know. But it's something happened. But anyway, so yeah, we went hiking. We went like 3-point-something miles, almost 4 miles.
3.99.
And it was a lot of like increasingly uphill, not hella steep, but just increasingly uphill, right?
It felt longer than what it said.
Yeah. It was like an adventure. It was, yeah.
It felt
and even there was a moment where we felt like we were going down, but there was still more up. Yes. And then we officially went down,
Yes.
And plus it was a new hiking route, so it felt long.
Yes.
Felt long. So yeah, then we raced at the end.
What race?
We raced at the end.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Anyway, so that was great. But then you start to drive home, right? And then you start to feel the tiredness coming over. Okay, here's our route. Oh. Wait, go closer. There we go. Yeah.
If you have Strava, meaning that you're active, you can look me up.
Oh, what? How do they look? Pila? They have
no.
To put in...
Look up pineapple.
And it'll show up. Are you sure?
Hey. If I say pineapple.
Yeah, but your username is not pineapple on here.
Then maybe I don't want to be found.
Okay. What a bullshit.
You see how she just keeps correcting? Like, come on. Let me have it.
So you don't want people to find you, that's all.
If people want to find the pineapple, they can look for the pineapple.
Okay.
Earn it.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, so there was hiking.
Yes.
Right? And like we drove back to our cars, had some coffee and tea, and then I knew I needed to get home, right? My mom needed to use my car, and I had a 4:00 p.m. schedule for one-on-one breath work.
Yeah. So you got whooped physically.
Yeah, so I'm like,
because normally she does 1.1 mile jogs.
Or
see
1.1 to 1.6.
Oh, Yes.
Yeah, just depending if I want to go a little bit longer.
So she increased her activity by 200%.
Yeah.
Oh no, almost 300%.
Sure.
So she must have been whooped.
Yes, but I didn't feel it until the end.
Aha.
Right. So
what about when Lisa was mentioning? Oh, let's go on another one. Like she kept pushing, like she had more energy.
I know.
Well, what was in your thoughts? Because I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. But as soon as you said the time, I was like, oh damn, it's already.
Oh, you're talking about towards the end when we were on the hike. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about when we got back to the car and you guys were talking about like, another hike.
No. She kept mentioning, let's do another hike. I was like, hell yeah. And I was waiting for Quinn to wuss out.
No, I just didn't say anything. I saw the time. I was like, it's 2:00, y'all.
1 o'clock.
1, and then we got back at 2.
I was like, oh yeah.
It's 1:00. Yeah. And then I knew that I wanted to have some time to prep before my session because that was something to prep for. And I was like 5 minutes late because I was like prepping. Oh my God, making sure I have, because I know what I was about to get into because I attended a breath class before, but in a group, and I believe I shared it on here. Yeah, I did share it on here. So yeah, and then I did the breath work. It was very emotionally releasing and very emotional. And I I released a lot. Right. And so, I released a lot physically on the hike and I released a lot emotionally in this session. And then I had a date with my sister that evening to do paint night and dinner. So I get over there and I do it. And then, what was it? 9, 10 o'clock starts to roll around. And then when it gets to 11, I was like, oh man, I'm beat. I am beat.
You mentioned you were like screaming.
Yeah, so in breath work, the technique, there's different breathing techniques, right? So depending on who you go to, right? They're going to tell you to do certain things. It you're laying on the ground, so that's a different experience. But then the breathing, it helps you bring it out.
Yeah, because they give you the structure to follow, right? Like breathe, then exhale. Yeah,
and then there's music, right? So that helps you have that experience. You know how music's so great; it helps you get there. And then it because you're breathing, it just brings out what's really there. It allows you to release what's really there.
I wonder if I were to do the breath work.
Yeah, see what shows up.
I'd probably fly. Yeah, there's nothing holding this pineapple down.
Okay, that's what you say.
It's true.
You don't know until
the only thing that's holding the pineapple down right now is the government. That's it. That's the truth. Other than that.
Okay, Mr. Macho, and then when we do something, it's like, anyway. We all, I don't know. See, you. Okay? But anyway, this breath
I would like to do it, but I'm like, what for? Like, there's no apprehension. People do breath work.
You're open.
People do breath work for a reason. They have an intention to release, right? To be able to process, to get down there, to be able to probe and stoke, what is in there.
I'm curious too.
I'm not curious because there isn't anything.
Okay, well, you just said something. I wonder if I did do the breath class. Was that not just curiosity?
No, I said I wonder if I did.
Yeah,
I would just breathe, so I can breathe.
Okay.
To see what all these wussies are talking about.
You are so bad. You are so bad.
How is that bad?
You're just, it's like, it's already a vulnerable practice and you want to put people down by calling them wussies because they're willing to do the work. Actually, it's very courageous and vulnerable for them to show up and be doing that.
You're absolutely right.
Exactly.
You're absolutely
So it's actually not wussy at all. Wussy, if you want to say wussy, it's like neglecting it because you're afraid to face it. This is courage and fucking strength. Because you're willing to go there.
Yes.
And be naked and just let it all out.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. So I ain't no wussy here.
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it, Quinn.
You're welcome. I had to check him real quick. Okay, like hold up.
There's no checking.
Hold up. Do not take anything away.
Just
from
remember
people.
how tall people are. She's 5'5". I'm 5'8".
Okay. We make it all size now. This is such an egotistical
No.
point out here.
It's a man's world.
Oh, what? Whose side are you on, babe? What side are you on? You're so bad. He loves being naughty. He loves getting under people's skins. Like, oh, okay, there's a button. Let's keep pressing it. Oh, there we go.
So yes,
it's just a little too early for that, right?
So
now.
the breath work.
I just had this breath work yesterday, and it was very special to me.
And it went well.
Yeah, it went extremely well.
Besides your father butting in,
which maybe was meant to be, because I feel like he's never heard me scream like that, and yell like that, right?
Man,
if you heard me, you'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" You'd be running to the room like, "Oh no, it's an emergency. Something is wrong."
Like,
be quiet.
That's just Quinn.
Just be quiet.
No, that's just Quinn. Why would I come? I'm not here to save nobody.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. You're not going to a good place right now.
Am I?
No, you're not here to save anyone. That's what I say too. But it's like, no, like you've never heard me scream like, you know what I mean? Like it was very
primal.
Yeah. Yeah, like you would think that's like somebody would call the cops if they heard me. You know what I'm saying? Like if they didn't know what was going on and you heard that, you're like, oh, like danger. My dad was like, he told my mom, right? And then my mom, I checked in on her today because I was like, so dad was a little shaken yesterday. Was he a little shaken when he heard me? She was like, yeah, he told me. She looked a little serious. She's like, yeah. And then like I went by your room and then I heard you. You weren't screaming, but I heard you cry. And I feel like maybe it was meant for my dad to hear me because I know they're hurting. And when they hear me scream like that, I bet you that's how they feel. But they haven't been able to release it like that. Like my mom, she's been wanting to yell.
What it means to be strong. You hold it in.
Yeah, hold it in. Don't break down. Don't be vulnerable. Yep. Don't let it out.
Yep.
But yeah, my dad did not read my text. So when he heard that, he came running. He was like, are you okay? What's going on? What's going on in there? And I was like, oh my God. And I immediately said, I'm doing a healing session. And I'm like, I was just yelling. I'm like hysterical, right? And he's like, what? I'm doing a healing session. He's like, okay. I was like, and I processed in my head real quickly. I was like, you know what? He's never heard me scream like that. And
has anyone heard you scream like that?
No.
What about when you yelled or screamed when you went hiking? Remember you've done you did a solo hike and
no, not even like that.
Huh?
No, because that was just kind of like testing the waters, And no.
Wow, you must have really let it out.
Yeah, because fuck it, like I'm here to release it, right? I'm not here to hold back. And like through the breath work, it helps you release, right? I know it's uncomfortable, like yelling and screaming, and it's like, is this safe? And like people don't know how to express anger, right? This is one of the ways to do it through breath work. I highly recommend it. And what was so cool is that this woman, she does it virtually. So you can schedule her anywhere, and she has this whole playlist. She'll ask what songs are meaningful to you.
How did you get recommended?
Hallie. Because Hallie had a one-on-one session with her.
Oh, in San Francisco.
No.
I remember Hallie went.
Oh, that was something else. That was more of like a hypnosis.
Got it.
Yeah. And then, but I see Hallie did a one-on-one session, and I went to do a group session. We both had powerful experiences. And the way that I described, she's like, it sounds very similar to mine. And then, I was telling her what I've been through in the past couple of weeks, it was a little intense. So she was like, I really feel like you should try the one-on-one, just like private to you, dedicated to this certain situation. And so I did it. And good thing I already knew this person too. I met her in person and everything. So it was already a mutual person that I had already met and connected with. So it wasn't like a foreign face.
I like.
And there was a whole playlist that she made for me, you know, and she asked me if I had any songs that I feel that's meaningful to me. And she would customize and make it. And and she did it so beautifully.
How long was the sesh?
1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Felt like a long time.
And you drink some
Kava before, yes.
Do you feel like it aided?
Yes.
Oh.
It I don't know if it's because the tone was already there or the kava, you know, it just helped me. But right when I talked to her, I was already emotional. I was like, it's already there. I'm already there. Let's do this. I'm already
so
ready.
the kava did work.
It aided. It definitely was a part of it. I'm not gonna say
it opened the door. It opened the door.
Yeah, and it helped me get right
this
there.
Way, Queen.
Yeah, and it was in my closet. I did it in my closet, so it was just narrow, just right here. I even set up a diffuser, oil diffuser. No, the air thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, what's it called? Right, the oil diffuser, right?
Yeah.
And it has lights, dim lights that changes colors. And I put that into my closet, so there's some vibes there into just being in the dark, you know. Yeah, it was great. I highly recommend it.
Mm.
And just tell the people that you live with just to get out, you know, just leave for an hour, just so you can feel like no holding back. And if you live in an apartment or something that's a little uncomfortable for you, then do the group ones where you can be at an actual place where they already had, you know, it's there for that.
You know what really helps is doing it in your car.
Yeah, you can do it in your car too.
Yeah. Nobody's do it in the middle.
No,
Even if you scream in your car, it does a magnificent job of holding the noise. In.
Okay.
You know, JS.
Okay.
You know, the reason why I know this is how many times have you seen people arguing, yelling at each other in a vehicle, in public, but you don't really hear anything.
Okay. I know. I just, do I trust that or not? Because I have neighbors and I could do it in the garage. No, anyways, I'm so grateful. Yeah, I live in a house. I can totally have my private time. Next time, I'm just going to tell my parents to leave. Let's just don't even be around the house. But it's just interesting knowing that my dad was in the house when he checked, you know, it's okay, he's going to hear me. And then my mom said that I think she was curious, right? Because I told her that I will be screaming and yelling. I'm just FYI from 4 to 5. And she said, you weren't screaming yelling, but I heard you crying. And I know
that's not a surprise.
Yeah, but I was crying in a way that was very, very sad. You know, I was crying like I was grieving. I was crying like I was very in a very sorrow way. And so I know that she felt my pain, you know, and I know that she wants to relieve, she I get to talk. She wanted to change the subject immediately right away. I was kind of, you know, I bring humor. I was like, yeah, oh, you heard me cry, huh? You know, and she was just like, yeah. And then she just changed the subject because it's if we talk about anything with my brother, tears will immediately come up for her. She made a little speech, you know, tonight with the family and everything. And yeah, she was already getting choked up.
Oof.
So yeah, I think if she continued to acknowledge my feelings, she was just going to break down right then and there. So I can see why she changed the subject. We're about to go to dinner, you know. She's like, I don't have time for this. We need to do dinner. Yeah. But anyway, so hiking and breath work. It's self-love and trauma healing. I did that all in one day.
And you're still feeling the effects. Still feeling the effects from today, right? You said
I feel
it's just like exercise.
I feel the exhaustion. I need to sleep.
There's two, you know, there's different forms of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Right. And many of us believe, you know, being physically exhausted is the most exhaustive way. And no, it's emotional exhaustion is really high up there as well. You know, spiritual exhaustion absolutely is you just feel super drained, especially when you're mentally exhausted.
Yeah, and would you say it's because, you know, you're putting a lot of effort,
different muscles,
and a lot of effort into it.
Different muscles. That's what it is.
And and you can learn how to pace. But if you choose to go deep or like a lot into something, yeah, you're gonna be exhausted.
Yeah.
That's why you need to refill. Yeah.
But if you're the pineapple,
yeah, and see. So when the way that you work out, you always say you take it easy. That's why you're able to just flow.
Absolutely,
and you kind of know, you would know what it would mean for you to add an extra effort, and then you would be, there's times where you were drained, but normally you get on there just to get it in.
But see, this is the secret. Good. This is the secret. You don't just exercise physically throughout the day. You need to exercise mentally. You need to exercise emotionally. Just saying.
Yeah.
So, whether people like to realize it or recognize it or not, pineapple is always practicing. That's the Cocoa Queen for the win.
That's the lifestyle.
Iron Man. Any last thoughts, Miss Cocoa Queen?
I was just thinking, you were talking about, what did you say? Emotional exercise?
Yep.
And physical exercise and mental exercise.
Yep.
Like when I hear you say that, people are immediately thinking that's so fucking hard,
Absolutely.
So
that's why you're so tired all the time.
So what would be?
That's why you're so weak.
Shh. This pineapple just wants to trigger everybody.
Poke, pop, pop.
Okay, listen.
Yes.
I'm about to ask you a question. So what would be one suggestion that you would give to someone to start?
Find a coach.
There you go. Boom.
There it goes. It's real simple. Real simple. And if you're unable to find a coach, what you need to do, and I get blank stares whenever I mention this.
I like them. They never heard anyone say that.
No.
They don't get taught that.
Make yourself proud today. Make yourself proud. How do you do that? And see, I know why I get the blank stares, because people are like, well, I don't really ever feel proud about myself. Well, then you have an issue. That's a wrinkle. Right? How am I supposed to help if you don't know what the fuck? How's anybody?
I have some questions, right? It's like, usually when we feel proud, it's because we did one thing for us.
Absolutely.
And we normally wouldn't. Like, that you're a people pleaser, right? So do one thing that's not people pleasing. That's a proud moment right there. Because you just went against something that's been self-sabotaging.
Like, I'll give you an example to hear from Jess. She was mentioning the Cuckoo Queen for the win. She normally loses her shit. But she is feeling that she doesn't explode when she feels the triggers now. Like, she actually can hold it back. That's a fucking win. That's something to be proud about. And see, sometimes it requires some help to realize that. And that's where we came in. That's where the Cuckoo Queen came in. That's where the Kava came in. So, there goes yours. I wish you enough. If you've never seen this or whatnot, just watch the one before, because I need to save my breath. I'm about to hop on the bike. I got oxygen
you're not done,
choices.
huh?
No, I got oxygen choices to make. And and then I'm gonna share this blessing from this woman who survived World War II. I'm not gonna go into the story because, again, oxygen choices. But this is worth sharing. Wherever I go, or wherever you go, may people always recognize that you have a beautiful heart. And it is very, very challenging to get that across via Zoom. Stay magical, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you Friday, 10:30-ish p.m. Pacific Standard.